Now, statistics show that we could make almost £200 every single year from selling unwanted items just lying around our home. And Dilly is here to explain more. We can all do this. Summer's a good time to just to regroup before the school term starts again. Summer's the time to declutter, isn't it?
Yeah, summer's a good time, isn't it? Because generally we're at home a little bit more, so we've got a little bit more time. You know, it might be a bit more chaotic, but we have got time to go through our cupboards, go through our wardrobes, most importantly. You know, we've always got an excess amount of clothes. So, you know, my top tip would be just gather all those clothes from wherever they are. If you're going through your skirts, your dresses, your tops, put them all into piles, categorise everything and have a really ruthless declutter.
So just haul everything together.
Because sometimes we have clothes, don't we, all over the place, under the bed, in the wardrobes, in our daughter's son's room. So gather it all together, put them into piles and then be ruthless and go through them. Because, you know, we could be making money from those items.
So how does it work then? What's the best way?
What we want to do is make sure, you know, there are so many easy ways that we can make money and we all know about the reselling sites that we've got. So things like such as Vinted, we've got eBay and we've got Depop. So they're the three most popular sites that we sell on. So it's a great way to make money from anything that you're not wearing anymore. So my top tips for selling on these sites. Number one, take clear photos. It is so important that you take a good photo, for example, on a clear background. For example, if I was to take a picture of this cardigan, I wouldn't want to do it on a messy background. So even if you hang up a white sheet on the door,
you see that a lot, don't you?
That's it. Yeah,
just a plain white
then
backdrop.
take a photo of your item there. So take clear photos. Be honest, you know, don't lie about the condition of an item. For example, for this cardigan, you know, there is a button missing, I've noticed. So if you were going to sell this item, say, it is a beautiful cardigan, but there is a button missing, so that the buyer knows. Because otherwise, what's going to happen is when you go to sell it and they buy it, then they're going to give you a bad review because you didn't list that item correctly. Detail is key. So make sure that you detail it. So say, this cardigan is very colourful, it's bright, it's got stitching on the sleeves, it's got this detail, it's got little pink buttons. Describe as much as you can. You know, the more you describe something, the better it is likely to sell, you know, and especially if it's been a blogger's favourite. You know, always make sure that you said, as seen on Christine Lampard, you know, as seen on, you know, Pamela Anderson or whatever. People love that stuff, you know, and it encourages the buyer.
It works if you say Pamela Anderson, that definitely.
No, I would buy it from you much more.
Thanks,
so, yeah, make sure that you say that, you know, you describe it well. So good pictures, be honest and describe your item well.
OK, so that's the basics. So then when it comes to selling, like everything, sadly nowadays, there are people out there wanting to scam you and you've actually got to be careful of that.
You do have to be careful. So what we want to think, and actually this is a really good thing, is we love lockers, we don't love letterboxes. So basically letterbox delivery just means that they can put it through your letterbox. And that means that sometimes if something's been posted, there's no proof of posting. So what we want to do is make sure that whenever we're selling something, there is that proof of postage. So dropping it off at a locker box is really key. It's really important because you've got that clarification. So there are lots of delivery sites that will make sure they take photos of your item being delivered at the door. That's also key, because sometimes what can happen is if you have that letterbox delivery, someone says they didn't receive it and then you lose your money. So you not only lose the money from the sale of that item, you're also losing your item. So it's not worth doing. So think about lockers. So letterboxes we don't like, lockers we do like. So anything with a locker. I'd also recommend checking the buyer's rating. So if a buyer has got a poor rating, then that might be something to steer us away from. We might think, actually, that means that they haven't been doing things correctly. So always look for the 5-star buyers, people that have got a really high rating. And lastly, Vinted recommend that you double wrap your item. Take photographic evidence of it, and this can help with disputes later on down the line. So double wrapping the item.
So do everything right your end.
Do everything right your end.
And hopefully
exactly. If there's any problems, then at least you've covered your tracks. You've done the right thing. But it's important to make sure that you sell on the right sites.
OK. You can, however, I mean, I give lots of children's clothes, my clothes to various charity shops around me. But there are ways of also doing that where you can be rewarded.
Absolutely. Yeah, so M&S can give you vouchers. So if you take your stuff there in a bundle, they'll give you a £5 voucher. Shoe, you can sell your shoes. You can give them back to the shoe shop, Shoes at the Shoes, and they will also give you vouchers. So it's worth, you know, H&M as well, they're another place. So Shoe, M&S and H&M, they will all give you credit for your clothes. So if you take them in a bundle, drop them off, then you will get a voucher back to spend in store. So it's worth doing.
Absolutely, that's very good. And of course, like you talk about summer holidays, children are at home. I mean, I know trying to declutter any of their stuff is quite an issue in our household. How would you try and encourage them?
I think you have to try and make
to
it
let
fun.
go of that beloved teddy bear that they never play with, but suddenly they love when they say it's going somewhere else.
I know, so try and make it fun. You know, I know it's really hard, but think about like having a yes/no box or putting a timer on. So if you set a 15-minute timer, go, right, kids, we've got a tick box, we've got an X box, see how many toys you can fill in each box, you know, and try and encourage them, you know, make sure you're always telling them, you know, your kids are going to a better home, they're going somewhere where kids don't have any toys, or, you know, try and encourage them to do it because they're sending them to a nicer place. But having that 15-minute timer makes it more fun, and having the yes/no box, the keep sale box, you know, can really encourage them and make it a bit more fun. So, right, how many items can we keep in the keep? How many items can we get in the sell? Hopefully the sell box is bigger than your keep box.
Well, this is, I'm going to do this later. I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
I am not terribly hopeful in my house, but anyway, that's a great idea.
15-minute timer.
Make it a game.
Make it a game, make it a challenge.
Everyone's a winner then.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, Dilly. That's so interesting. Thank you. Hi there. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel where we upload new videos every single day. You can click here if you're interested in this video, or head to the homepage for some more amazing content.